Hey, Dr. Lindsey and Wendy, who's freshly back from her assignment, looking healthy, and we're going to do a couple of videos this afternoon. This is a mid-30s medical professional, married to a medical professional, on whom we had to do a repair of a low-yield FUE. And this fella came up to see me, and he had paid for a certain number of FUEs elsewhere, and just really didn't have any growth. And when you look down at him, he had some hair put in. He had a little bit put in at the front, a little bit put in the middle, a little bit put in the back. But had this been us starting off, we would have packed the front and then come back a second day to do the middle and the back. But he's already committed to this, so we brought him in and did a strip case on him. And here he is at the end of the case. You get those hairs packed in there good, right?
Yeah, looks good.
And you, the viewer, might notice that in the immediate post-op picture, there are some spots around here. That's where he already had some grafts that clearly worked. And then he did a reasonable job cleaning, like all doctors who can be difficult patients. He decided to have independent thought and do a few things that I didn't want him to do, such as put various and sundry ointments on his head. And that does drive me crazy. It would be like me giving him advice on how to take care of a heart attack. That wouldn't be good for anybody. So he came back at 12 days. They live out of the area. The wife took out the sutures, and he looked pretty good. And then we had done 2 little videos during his surgery. So I just finished making a bunch of holes in this fellow's head. And he had a failed transplant before, and even though these holes are oozing, it's hard to see these holes, even with his hair buzzed down to, what, a quarter inch? Yeah, a number 1 cut. Can you wipe again, Wendy?
Wendy do this. Wendy do that.
Wendy do that. So there's no way that the doctor that he went to before could see to make the correct holes with long hair.
Compared to this.
And then there's no way that the techs could see the holes to hit them, because I can't even see them, hardly. And then if there's a bunch of hair there, how are you going to get those hairs in the hole and not have them stuck to the hair? So that in combination with overhyped robotic marketing is responsible for our repair case here today. And it was hard to see those doggone holes, even with his hair trimmed down, right?
Yeah, so there's a lot of, like you can see, like his skin tone. Mm-hmm. You made the slits, and if you would have not
if we hadn't trimmed him
down or shaved him completely, like how we did afterwards, I would have not been able to see. I would have skipped a lot of those slits.
Right. And so then in the second little clip here, so now we've finished the holes, and even though we shaved down, I'd still miss some spots. I mean, it is impossible in some people to see anything with even just a little bit of hair. So, nobody wants to be shaved, and I don't like losing people to other doctors who don't trim their hair down. But you can't see those doggone holes, and to get the hair in. And the bottom line is we need these things to work. And so the placers have got to see the holes, right, nurse?
Yes, doctor.
We show that even after we shave his head, I still miss some holes. So you can imagine that part of this guy's problem for his low success the first time was probably the inherent weaknesses of FUE. The second would be that they spread hair around too much over his head. But a big part of it is I think it was difficult for the doctor to see to make holes densely enough. Then it was difficult for the techs to see to put the hair in. I mean, it was
especially
hard.
With her, it was hard, and
yeah.
I mean, it's a clean slate for us.
Right.
I mean, but.
And then even if they got hairs in the holes, with the kind of mop of hair that he has, even wispy hair, he would just pull out the hairs he got. So, just to summarize, make sure you're an informed consumer. Make sure you know what you're getting yourself into, and look at examples done by the doctor that you think you're going to go with. I think FUE is a reasonable option for a lot of guys. Probably wasn't the best choice for this fellow. And while we don't want to trim people down because we definitely lose business from people not wanting to be trimmed, many times you have to in order to be able to get sufficiently dense pack and not pull the hair out, right? He's a doctor. He had access to all the medical information, and he just chose not to look into it.
That's what he said.
Advertising sounded too good to be true, and that's what he went with.
So, yeah, that's what he said.
So if we need, I can help you. Please give us a call.